I want to take a moment and talk specifically about men. Yes, we all have struggles and challenges, but today in this video, I want to specifically concentrate on the challenges that men go through in today's world. As a human being, whether you're a man or a woman, the experiences of your life shape you into who you are today. And who you are today is a big player of why you have the struggles that you have. And because we live in a time where most, if not all the people in our lives don't know how to be there for us in an emotionally healthy way, the way we are brought up is extremely emotionally unhealthy. Now, I could reel off a load of different things that men go through as boys that teach them really unhealthy behaviors that are a complete and utter detriment to themselves and society. But I want to concentrate on one thing. If you're a man, this is really going to help you. We are emotional beings that think. We are not thinking beings that feel emotions. Think of you, the conscious, aware you, as the conscious driver, and you are driving in this thing that we call a human being. So your human being is like your vehicle, like your car, and you are the conscious driver. Your human being has ways that it works emotionally. The struggles that you feel, the overwhelming feelings, the really harsh, heavy feelings that you feel, that you've been programmed and taught never to show anyone and never to share and not to even mention or speak about, that all comes from the experiences you've had in your life. And the experiences you've had in your life that have created all of this heavy, painful stuff that we feel inside has also taught you not to show it to the world, not to show it to anyone, not to even admit it to yourself. This keeps us in suffering. One of the most valuable things you will do in this lifetime is to learn how you work as an emotional being, because it's how you work. But you have been taught to completely and utterly reject the emotional part of your emotional being, which is insane. I mean, just listen to what that sounds like. You're an emotional being, but ignore your emotions. This is why we stay in suffering. It feels wrong and shameful to even talk about stuff like this and go towards these parts of yourself. But I really need you to see that that feeling wrong and shameful is what's keeping you in it. That's the programming. Every time you kind of go towards wanting to better yourself or speak about your vulnerability or even be vulnerable, all the feelings you get in that moment that pull you back and kind of go, no, don't. That's the programming. That's what's keeping you in suffering. And it's all based on what other people are going to think of me. That's the programming. I promise you, once you get out of that programming, life is just going to be so much better. Isn't it weird that we're so concerned and we try to go towards what makes us feel good? Everything we do at the end of it is because of how it makes us feel emotionally. And all the marketing in the world is telling you to buy this new car or get this house because of how it's going to make you feel. And you want to be successful because of how it's going to make you feel. Everything is going towards how it makes you feel. So all of that is all right to kind of not reject and accept your emotions. Go towards feeling good. But when you start feeling bad and vulnerable, oh no, that's when you're meant to reject your emotions. Can you see how that doesn't make sense? I mean, that's nuts. It's like only accept your emotions in this path and reject them in this path. It makes no sense. It's going to feel uncomfortable to get to a place where you truly don't give a what anyone thinks and you are able to be vulnerable. That is your superpower. That is how you get out of suffering. Otherwise, you're just going to keep yourself in suffering. And this is why the suicide rate in men is very high, because we are programmed to keep ourselves in suffering. And it's like a backdoor programming that most of society sees the effects of, but doesn't see where it comes from. It comes from the experiences you've had. Collectively, we're going through as a society based on the way that we bring up boys that become men. Learn how you work as an emotional being. Go towards the uncomfortable and learn how to resolve it. Raise your self-awareness, which is what will raise your emotional intelligence, which is what will get you to your success.